OnlyOne have recently come back with their mini-album Soul Collection with the title track Soul Drift. Not only has OnlyOne have continued experimenting with their music, but they also bring conceptually meaningful and emotionally immersive storylines, moving beyond the focus on personal identity or intimate relationships from their previous releases. The title track Soul Drift makes a formal statement about achieving personal freedom in today's challenging world, particularly under the backdrop of soul. As described in their recent interview with K-Pop Wise, they often depict darker themes like isolation and inner turmoil as they explore what it means to be an individual and find your own form of happiness, all in a society where conformity is prized above all else. OnlyOneOf's work has been known to bring us on a psychological roller coaster. Beyond their mastery and sensuality, they have explored feelings of desire and temptation in Savannah, libido, burrito, and gaslighting, the emotion of guilt in Sage and Terror of God, and the struggle with anxiety and dissonance in Skins. Like what Angel and A Song of Ice and Fire sing about, the love we desire can also hurt us, and our feelings are usually mixed and paradoxical, not easy to sort out. With their recent Underground Idol solo project, each member provided a different perspective on self, exploration, and intimate relationships. There are hesitation, assertiveness, impulsive indulgence, sorrowful regret, internal anger, and healing resilience. This time, Soul Drift has brought all these conflicting inner emotions together and expressed them outwardly. At the surface level, it probably makes this the most aggressive and the loudest song in OnlyOneOf's discography, providing a nice high-energy addition to their catalog, as well as showing versatility in their skills. If we look at the MV description, we can understand that this anger stems from the loneliness and isolation experienced by marginalized and vulnerable youths. And these feelings become especially prominent when being put against the glamour of the cosmopolitan city of Seoul, in a country that is known to have a culture that is high on power distance, collectivism, and achievement orientation. These feelings are also a natural progression and a nice step up in OnlyOneOf's storyline. Among the different emotions that can be fueled by desires and temptation, we may experience guilt, anxiety, or sadness like the songs mentioned above. But these emotions usually diminish self-esteem and lead to destructive or avoidant behaviors. In contrast, anger, when expressed constructively and assertively, can motivate someone to take action, solve the problem, and make positive changes.
이 도시의 표준 여기는 it don't make sense I made it 스탑은 직진 장거리 그림들을 줘 우리는 엇갈린 circle 정답은 나고 내 끌리는 길로 비껴가는 high beat but I ain't got no feel 우리는 빛이 되어 get more freedom 정답은 나고 내 끌리는 길로
We can see this is what OnlyOneOf is going after in Soul Drift. Not just breaking the rules, the song takes a constructive approach to voice for taking control, looking for freedom, and finding the answer. We can also see how the song is connected to their previous works, especially the solo songs like Begin and Be. Soul Drift moves beyond the internal hesitation and turmoil and channel the energy to empower people who share similar experiences.
Hate this city, going down 두려움을 내던져 여러 길을 carry on higher like a pilot 넌 빛이야 걱정 거둬 저주만 너를 던져 도대체 왜 너를 탓해 그럴 필요 없어 I'm stressed I don't breathe up 원한담 집어삼키지 너희들을 take it like a thriller 머리를 휘날리며 몰아 vroom vroom zero back 터널하는 한순간에 cry rap on set 열어줘 그 문을 몇 차원 다른 trip 새로운 눈을 뜨고 let me know begin feel so free 무한한 손에 파도 eyes all open see 그 안에 진짜
Although the MV may not seem to be a direct continuation from the stories told in the Underground Idol or B series, their story continues at a conceptual level, such that the members have become self-aware and assertive after meeting one another, knowing they are not alone in the B series. And now in Soul Drift they come together to bring positive influences to the youths who face similar challenges. Just like the MV description says, It is important to directly face the dark reality and embrace the challenges, and then we can find a solution together. The cyberpunk aesthetics in the MV gives out the high-tech, low-life atmosphere to highlight the loneliness of these people and the joyful moments of connection. A possible reference to the American painter Edward Hopper, who is known to portray loneliness and isolation in a cinematic way, further strengthens the storytelling and also adds a sense of nostalgia. Although I am not well versed in music, the rock elements, chanting raps, and the sounds that simulate car movements all give me the feeling of breaking through some form of limitation and taking charge of my own freedom. It reminds me of some music I would enjoy around early 2000 that spoke to my teenage self, who needs something to help release the inner confusion. The last instrumental bridge was especially interesting. The music makes me feel like I am driving freely during the nighttime, zipping through the curves and hairpins. At the same time, the choreo also shows that Genji broke free from the restriction imposed by other members. Seoul can be the city, or a similar sounding word Seoul. The word drift also has multiple meanings: the specific driving technique, a state of being lost and aimless, or deviation from the norm. OnlyOneOf has successfully achieved all these meanings through the music, the lyrics, the choreo, the MV, and the storytelling. There are many other interesting details and how they are connected to OnlyOneOf's previous work. Please comment if you have other observations or thoughts.